Yo, what's up, everybody? Those games were amazing. This was basically like the best Wildcard NFL games I've seen ever. Totally excited. Every game, I was on the edge of my seat. Like every game. Like not one game where I was like, okay, this is boring. This I'm not into this game. Like, and it was even some games that started like that, where it seemed like, all right, this is not going to be any good, and it turned out to be an amazing game. Almost every game were like a 7-point, no more than a 7-point difference, except for the 49ers Seahawks game. We'll get to that game later. Even though that game was a blowout, that was an exciting blowout. Like, ooh, man, it was so exciting, man. The Cowboys and the Bucks, they got some competition. They better bring it. They better bring it Monday night. They better totally bring it. Cause these games was on point. On point. Speaking of on point, you already know who I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna start with my New York Giants. Finally showing the fraudulent team of the Minnesota Vikings, like I said they were all season long. All season long. Very consistent with that motion that they're not that good. You got lucky. You are 11-0 and 1-point games, but most of those 1-point games should not have been 1-point games. You should not have been down that many points against the Colts. You shouldn't have been, you shouldn't even beat the Giants. You shouldn't even beat the Giants. If Hawk Lay didn't kick a 61-yard field goal, you would have lost to us twice this year. But we'll give you that regular season win. We'll give you that. We all said it. I said it. Everybody on TV said it. I got people in the streets saying it. The team is not going to go that far in the playoffs because there's not that much trust in the team and Kirk Cousins. At one point, Kirk Cousins was like 8 for 8. Like he couldn't miss. He couldn't miss a receiver. He had like 60 passing yards. Where Daniel Jones was like what, 6 for 6, but he had like 90 something passing yards. Like he wouldn't go deep. Then when it was time to go deep, like they couldn't go deep the way they should have. It was just the Giants won this game basically how they played the whole season. The reason why Daniel Jones don't have a lot of interceptions, only 5 of the season, because they don't pass the ball that often. There's no trust in the receivers, and basically they just give it to Za-Quan. And the receivers of the Giants actually stepped up today. The receivers of the Giants actually I don't know, they showed that they are a legit receiving core for the playoffs. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last. I don't know if it's going to last the next round and all the way up to the Super Bowl. But it showed up against the Vikings, against the number 3 seed. That was the number 2 seed basically the whole season. There was the number 2 seed. If San Francisco didn't get Christian McCaffrey, they probably would have finished the number 2 seed. No, but overall, Za-Quan was amazing. Bullied his way in the end zone twice. What was it? It was like a 30-yard field goal run he did. Something like that. Bullied himself in the field goal. I mean in the end zone. Man, and I'll give it to some Viking players. Justin Jefferson, you showed up as I knew you would. Cook, you kind of showed up a little bit. A little bit, not so much, but you showed up. TJ Hawkinson, you showed up big. There are some Viking players that showed up in tonight's game. They did. Justin Jefferson even had a passing play. They were trying everything to get to to get to my Giants. But it's all about that quarterback. It's all about that quarterback. And I'm telling you right now, in the playoff game, when you're the number 3 seed, Kirk Cousins, if you throw the ball 39 times, you better have more than 273 passing yards. That's crazy. 273 passing yards, and you threw the ball 39 times. There's a thin line between playing smart quarterback football and playing it safe. And you're not going to go far in the playoffs playing it safe. You're not going to beat the number 6 seed, the number 7 seed, the number 5 seed playing it safe. You know, you played it safe throughout the whole season. And throughout this whole game, I'm watching it like it's in my face now. Like basically, what I'm seeing in these playoff games is basically how you play throughout the season. You didn't change anything, and that showed me how it was your season. That showed me why you was behind in so many games. That showed me why you had to like basically work miracles to come back against teams that's not even in the playoffs right now. Why you had to squeeze through a bunch of wins. Why your kicker needed to kick more than half of a football field for you to beat a team that wasn't even supposed to be in the playoffs. We wasn't even supposed to be in the playoffs. We was supposed to be like, we was hoping to be over 500, right? Daniel Jones was supposed to be benched by week 6. You know, Za-Quan was never supposed to be the same again. I didn't even know who was the receiving core were. Our best receiver was I guess was Tony, and nobody, like the team didn't like him. So now he's doing his thing up there in Kansas City. We're not supposed to be here. But I would have been, if we had a season like the Pittsburgh Steelers, I would have been happy. If we won week 18 and another team won the game, that's the only reason why we didn't make the playoffs. About 400, almost made the playoffs, but another team just got a win, I would have been happy. I would have been like, all right, cool. Next year, my Giants is arriving. Not only Daniel Jones played awesome this season, not only Za-Quan is basically the Giants MVP, because he was the running back and the main receiver throughout the season. Not only that, you know, not only Thibodeau and the rest of the defense came up great by the mid to late season. Not only that, not only did we actually make the playoffs and not with the extra 7 spot. If this was 5 years ago, we would have made the playoffs still. Not only that, but we got a playoff win against the number 3 team in the NFC. But like I say, fraudulent number 3 team in the NFC. And they could say all they want to say. Oh yeah, you know, you have to y'all doubting us, keep doubting us, keep doubting us. We going to keep doubting y'all because Kirk Cousins is still your quarterback. There's no trust in Kirk Cousins. You threw the ball 39 times, they got 273 yards. That right there showed there's no trust in Kirk Cousins. Go deep. Throw for 20 yards. Like, man, I wish I was able to see what was his longest pass. I don't have that in front of me, his longest pass, but I will definitely find out. I'll definitely research that, and maybe on the next episode I'll talk more about my Giants advancing to the next round. But I'm seeing Za-Quan running for 30. I don't feel like Kirk Cousins threw for 30 or threw for 20. Like short or mid passes is what I'm seeing. Like, will not go deep. Hey man, when you down, man, it's time to go deep. If you that guy, People said you're the 12th best quarterback in the NFL, and people is upset. Oh, we ain't showing no love to Minnesota. You damn right we ain't showing no love to Minnesota. Minnesota don't like what? Here's the love for Minnesota. You go into the playoffs, and your first game is gonna be a home game. Congratulations. See you next year. That's the love, and we said that before the game. No one really expected Minnesota from advancing. And then if they did advance, maybe they advanced because at the time when we was talking about it, and Washington was still in the midst, the Commanders were still in the midst. So yeah, okay, if they get the Commanders with Heineke as the quarterback, maybe they'll get that win. No, man, you got the Giants, man. Wrong team. Wrong team. It was no way in hell the Giants were gonna lose this game. No way in hell the Giants were gonna lose this game. I felt it. I felt that in my bones. The Giants was not going to lose this game. And every sports analyst or sports people that's on the sports shows and they talking, all those Giant fans that said the Giants were going to win. Yeah, we all said the Giants was going to win because we're Giant fans, but we also felt it. We all felt it. Michael Strahan on in the post game said, "I'm the only person on this panel that picked the Giants." Yeah, you could say it was a homer pick because he won the Super Bowl with this team, but he also knew the Giants was not going to lose this game. I knew the Giants was not going to lose this game. No way in hell we losing this game. Goodbye, Minnesota. See you next year. Daniel Jones, great job. And you wanna know when a quarterback is throwing 30-something passes, you wanna know what that looks like? Daniel Jones threw the ball 35 times. He got 300 yards. 300 yards. He threw the ball 35 times. When you throw the ball that many times and you a real quarterback, that's a yard you supposed to have. 300 plus. 300 plus with a couple of touchdowns and no NITs. If you're a quarterback, you do the ball 40 times and you got 2 NITs, then you're a quarterback who should not be throwing the ball 40 times. Kirk Cousins got no NITs, but he got 273 yards and he threw the ball 39 times. You got no NITs because you didn't take no chances. You didn't go deep. You played it safe. You're not gonna play it safe on my team and get a win. You ain't gonna play it safe on a lot of teams in the playoffs and get a win. You'll learn that for next year. You'll learn that for next season, man. Next season. Y'all got this. Y'all be back, I guess. But y'all may be back, but y'all won't go far. Not with Kirk Cousins as your quarterback. Sorry, y'all. Ain't happening.